The proposed increment of customs license fees continues to generate reactions among stakeholders in Nigeria's maritime sector. Speaking exclusively to Nagav Cargo Watch, founder of the National Association of Government Approved Fathers, Nagav, Dr. Boniface Anibonam, described the move as still at the proposal stage and urged industry players to remain calm and constructive.
To the best of my knowledge, it's a proposal customs, came up with. And even those who attended that meeting, they were asked to go back and speak to their members and get a feedback. I'm surprised that we are going by way of I no go gree, I no go gree. Nigerian custom has a mandate under the law to make regulations as it affects their custom operation. So for now, I don't really see what the whole matter is all about. If proposals in terms of renewal duration, 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, it's still okay.
And they
Custom has a
implement it.
mandate to regulate custom operation.
All right, sir.
And
So
for the fact they've called you to make an input, I think they will be very reasonable.
Dr. Nibunam emphasized that the Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) is focused on modern reforms, including the new Bodogu digital innovation, which is said will ultimately streamline licensing procedures and trade facilitation. He urged freight forwarders to be patient and align with ongoing reforms rather than resist them.
Some officers are Nigerians. They know that things are really not very okay generally. And of course, the government is doing everything possible to put smiles in people's face and all that. So it's all about us having patience and then try as much as we can to, be part of the innovations that are coming up with the custom reforms. Yeah.
When asked about possible implications for international trade if the fee increase is eventually implemented, Dr. Anibanam pointed out that the Customs Service is still weighing its decisions carefully.
When you increase a price of something, it will have some effects. That's economic matter, okay? And I don't think that custom has been unreasonable in taking some of the decisions as far as international trade is concerned.
All right.
As a matter of fact, it seems to me many people don't really know how benevolent custom is.
He stressed that the issue is less about revenue generation and more about honesty in trade declarations.
The only thing you will understand from any person, those who come to do business with the customs, is for them to carry their goods and go without paying custom duty. And so it's in the Bible, like that the tax collector is never liked. So see it from that angle. Nobody wants to pay tax, and you can see what the government is trying to do now. Noting that taxation is very critical for the survival of any government. But like I said, these increments being proposed on licensing regulation of the custom has a lot to do with integrity. What custom is telling you is to make honest declaration for custom purpose. To that extent, they went further to ask you to make that declaration by yourself voluntarily. In other words, they're telling you declare what you have, and then they will look at it whether it is okay in terms of the revenue you have paid, and it's all over. Do you understand? But what we get in the port is contrary to the norm. Somebody is carrying water bottle and he says he's carrying a nail cutter. For you to do this, you have contravened custom law. That means that this cargo be seized.
Responding to concerns that the policy could open doors for foreign dominance in the freight forwarding business, Dr. Anibunam dismissed the claims as unfounded, noting that the new Customs Act 2023 seeks to professionalize the sector.
Some of them are not reading because if they are reading, they will see the level custom is going. Custom is looking at professional standards now. If you look at the custom law now, the Custom Act 2023 is saying that they will be dealing with a representative whose name is in the Registered Freight Forwarding Association by the federal government of Nigeria. As you are even speaking, you may be surprised to know that the custom law, the current Custom Act, has repealed custom licensing regulation. What I mean by regulation is custom nomenclature of custom license clearing agents. They have take it off. And for you to operate, you must belong to a freight forwarding association registered by federal government of Nigeria. And what, which organization are they talking about? CRFFN. And so when you go to CRFFN, you find out it has to do with natural persons. Yodogu is innovation, and very soon everything will be okay.
He concluded by urging the Customs Service and the Council for the Regulation of Freight Forwarding in Nigeria (CRFFN) to ensure proper training for young freight forwarders as Nigeria transitions to full electronic customs operations.
The problem in the port is non-disclosure of imports. That is why people are moving to the port. And the custom is moving. I'm even worried that as custom is advancing in technological aspects, what about the freight forwarders? How many of them, I'm not talking of myself at 70 years, what is it? You know, but these young freight forwarders, they need to go back and be compliant as far as e-commerce is concerned. People must be able to operate their computers and all that. This EOW has seen how many people. You find that most of these agents they go to DTI to protect their documents. You don't need to go to DTI. Why don't you do it by yourself? So that's where I think custom has a lot to do, and in collaboration with the Council for Regulation of Freight Forwarding, in order to ensure that these young freight forwarders are also properly trained. Because custom has language. It's a technical organization, so you need to know it. If you don't know it, you keep on talking rubbish. All right? You need to be conversant with classification issues and all that.
With the debate on the proposed license fee increment still ongoing, stakeholders await the Customs Service's final decision, even as reforms push the sector toward greater transparency and automation. Rahane Abu of Nagav Cargo Watch.